Hello student, very good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. Do you remember what were we discussing yesterday? I think yesterday we have discussed somewhat about the scheme number 5, the scheme number 5 where the synthesis of Van Ussel model system plus minus 11 through Shapiro coupling and SMI2 mediated cyclization, and in that we have discussed some of the by using some reagent and condition, and we got up to the structure number 12 which we have represented over here. And at the beginning when we started that scheme number 5, that synthesis of Van Ussel model system plus minus 11 through Shapiro coupling and SMI2 mediated cyclization, where we have taken as a starting material or the structure number 14, which further treated with the two reagent number A and reagent number 2. Reagent number A contains N-butyl lithium in presence of THF and added the plus minus 13 as a reagent compound, and followed by that TBAF, that is the tertiary butyl ammonium fluoride. We got the structure number plus minus 20. On structure number plus minus 20, they have added the fourth reagent C, D, E and F. C containing TeSCl, D is a KHMDS, Cl SO2Me, then E is a methanol PPTS, then F PHIOAC twice tempo, where they had got as a plus minus 12, and this is the structure, partial structure of the what we can call it as a Van Ussels that we are going to do. And now on structure number 12, now let us see, I am cleaning the board over here. So let us see, this is a structure number 12, and now this structure number 12 further treated with the reagents. Reagents are here only one reagent, that is a Z, because in previous lecture we have seen up to the reagent A, B, C, D, E, F, and now is a Z, and G reagent is nothing but as a SmI2, that is a what we can call it samarium diiodide, which was used in presence of HMPA, that is hexamethyl phosphoramide, and after adding these reagents we are getting, this is a one transition state which I am showing over here. So how do I, after addition, that what do you get? Here I am showing once again this the 5 membered ring which I am representing over here as it is, then CO, Me2O, after that there is a 5 membered ring which I am representing over here like this. So here once 5 membered ring, and there is a let us see over here 5 membered ring, here is a O, once again here is a O, this is a protected hydroxyl group, and now here in the carbonyl group, what is going aldehyde group, which we know that it is very reactive. So OSMI2, that is attached over there, and now in the other way round, what is going to get over here, it is a double, now here is one free radical is generated, this is going to attack like this, and now other way around, showing as a mechanism over here like this. There is a SmI2 radical which is reacting with this group, and other group here, the group which is present here, BOMe, as it is, and this is shown in a square bracket, and that is nothing but as a structure number 21. Look at this is the structure number 21, which I have shown here. One free radical, that is cyclization of SmI2 mediated cyclization, which is a 6-membered ring is going to form over here. Look at over here, and now that's the purpose, the utility of that SmI2 mediated cyclization, which is clearly you can see over here. And after addition, and now there is a ring closure I am going to show. Now I am cleaning that here, so you can see over here, due to the limitation of that blackboard, so you can consider this is the structure number 21. I am showing as a this arrow here, and this arrow where the ring closure takes place. Ring closure. After the ring closure, what do you get? There is a formation of this type of the now compound, which we are going to get over here. See clearly, now one of the 5-membered ring, let me draw clearly. It is a 5-membered ring showing over here, and after that there is a 6-membered ring form here like this, and there after the formation of the 6-membered ring, here is a hydroxy group OH is just shown like this, and after that there will be a 5-membered ring connected to each other, and this 5-membered ring which is shown like this, here once again O, and this is a hydroxy group which is over here, and after that here this group remains O, BOM, bomb group remains over there, and now at this position this is a hydroxy group which is that remains CO, then Me2O group, and here is a negative charge comes, and now at this junction the hydrogen atom which goes behind the plane and which is shown over here. So this is the structure which we got over here, that is the structure number 22. See, after the ring closing we are getting as a this type of the compound. So that the ring closure, after the ring closure we get this one, and now let me, this is a 22. Now I am again using this, so let me clean the board first. This is a structure number 22 now. Now when we got the structure number 22, further it is treated with the reagent such as, so after that there will be the decarboxylation, CO2, carbon dioxide, and then methoxy group Me is eliminated, and this type of the process is known as beta elimination. Beta elimination. Beta elimination takes place after getting as a beta elimination like this, there will be a formation of double bond, so that we are going to get over here, see clearly this is a 5-membered ring followed by 6-membered ring which containing as a carbon-carbon double bond, and then there will be a 5-membered ring connecting like this. There is a stereochemistry also shown clearly over here. This is a chemistry, stereochemistry which is shown over here, that is like this. This is a protected group as it is. Now, at this function, at this junction, there will be a hydroxy group OH, and this hydrogen atom should be below the plane, and then here the group which remains as O, BOM, that remains as it is, and this is nothing but as a structure number plus minus 11. This is a structure which we got over here. This is a structure number 11. Now, if you see these rings are, this is a B ring, B, C, D and E. These are the rings which we have assembled over here up to that, and this is a structure number plus minus 11. And now, after the structure number 11, now let me clean once again, and let us see over here. Now, this arrow I am showing like this. There is a structure reagent number H, that is a ACTO, acetic anhydride, and then 4 DMAP, DAMP, which is a reagent used over there. After addition of this, acetylation will take place. Look at here, only one hydroxy group is, you can clearly see in the structure number plus minus 11. So, this we know that the reagent acetic anhydride is well known. It can replace that hydrogen atom by the acetyl group, so that we are going to synthesize the compound which I have Vanusul E, that is one of the attempt we made over here. So, let us see after what the changes are going to take place over here. Only this hydroxy group is going to replace by acetyl group, because acetic anhydride also well known for the which is also as an protecting group. Now, let me draw the once again structure over here. So, 5-membered ring join with the 6-membered ring like this, which containing as a carbon-carbon double bond, and then there will be a 5-membered ring, and this is further connected with this, and here is a 5-membered ring which is joined over here, and this protecting group, they are remains as it is, and that is why I am showing they are as it is. Only here the acetyl group AC, and now this hydrogen atom that should be below the plane, and here the one group which remains once again as it is O, BOM, right. So, this is the compound which we got over here. This is nothing but as a plus minus 23. This is a structure number plus minus 23. And now, here as we know that there is a CH2, and now let me show there are 2 hydrogen atoms are there, and these two this carbon number is nothing but as a carbon number 27 over here, and which we have seen in the earlier while naming that carbon atoms, numbering the carbon atoms. So, this is the carbon atom, the number of that carbon atom is a 10 over here. And now, here one group, these two group are in the plane, dash dash acetyl group should be below the plane, and there is a hydrogen atom I am representing over which is above the plane. And now, if you see the relationship between these 2 hydrogen atoms, what they will show you? They will show you the NOE as well as the stereochemistry of this hydrogen atom and this hydrogen atom. I am showing like this. It should be, again there is a NOE effect, NOE, nuclear warehouse effect, that we discussed in our earlier lecture also, but let me tell you once again. NOE effect is nothing but as a nuclear warehouse effect. The full form of that NOE is nothing but as a nuclear warehouse effect. NOE arise, NOE develop, or NOE created from through space dipole interaction between nuclei, and is a cross relaxation term depend from the magnetic field and is related to internuclear distance. You can see these two are very away from each other, but if you take NOE effect, when you will observe this NOE, or how it is useful in the organic chemistry to determine the structure of the organic compound. How? See, you take the normal spectra, because in a NMR there are two nuclear magnetic resonance, one is called as the H1 NMR and another one is called as a carbon 13 NMR. So, let us see, here is a hydrogen atom, the difference is very small, but still it shows very clear NOE effect. What is happening once you take as a normal spectra of this compound target molecule, and after that you irradiate means double irradiation. What is happening? Which proton is irradiated, those protons are irradiated, that gives a negative peak, and those are showing us a NOE effect. Its intensity is enhanced, increased, and if you observe the two spectra carefully, one is the original spectra and another one is the irradiated spectra, you can see that irradiated spectra is nothing but as a subtracted spectra of the original one, and therefore we are getting the clear difference how they are helpful in determining the structure of the organic molecule, that is a NOE effect. In third semester you already studied this, separate course is 351 I think. So, in this way we have seen over here, J, this J value also, this is a trans J value is observed, that is H 10, H, this is a 28, H 28, here is a H 28 is found to be, J value is 1.8 Hertz. This is a coupling constant. Coupling constant gives us about the stereochemistry, information about the stereochemistry, what kind of the stereochemistries are present, whether it is a cis or trans, that type of the stereochemistry which helps us in a actual structure determination of the organic compounds. I think these are the thing we have seen over here. Now, let us see reagents and the condition. Whatever the reagent we used in scheme number 5, which is synthesis of Van Ussel model system plus minus 11 through Shapiro coupling and SMI2 mediated cyclization. So, there we are going to see reagent and conditions. Reagents and conditions. And reagents and conditions that we are discussing over here. Now let us see here A, the compound number or the structure number 14, which was taken 2.0 equivalent and equivalent. In addition to that, NBuLi, that is a normal butyl lithium, which was taken 2.5 mole hexanes at 2.5 equivalent, not 2.5 not, there is a 4.0 equivalent THF as an solvent, tetrahydrofuran, minus 78 degrees centigrade, changes to minus 25 degrees centigrade. This reaction mixture or this reaction content were stored for 30 minutes, and then plus minus 13 compound was added with 1.0 equivalent. After that, once again tetrahydrofuran used as a solvent, and temperature is changes from 40 degrees centigrade to 0 degrees centigrade, and the reaction mixture was stored for 20 minutes only, and that's it. Now this is the reagent which we added as a reagent, and after that let us see the B reagent. The B reagents are TBAF, tertiary butyl ammonium fluoride, which was taken 1.0 molar in THF, again THF 25 degrees centigrade, THF 25 degrees centigrade, and the reaction mixture was stored for 12 hours, and the yield was obtained approximately 88% yield, overall yield was obtained for the two steps. And after that we are going to add over here the C reagent. Let's see here. The reagent which we are going to add over here is a C reagent. Up to the B we have seen C reagent, that is TeSCl, and which was taken near about 2.0 equivalent imidazole, then there will be imidazole, which was taken near about 5.0 equivalent, and the solvent were used is CH2Cl2 DCM dichloromethane 25 degree centigrade, 25 degree centigrade, and this reaction mixture was stirred near about 1 hours, not 5, near about 1 hours. That the reagent we use. And after that we have used the reagent. Let us see the reagent number D over here. The reagent D was KHMDS, which was taken near about 0.5 molar in toluene, 0.5 molar in toluene, 0.5 molar in toluene, 5.0 equivalent, 5.0 equivalent, 5.0 equivalent Cl SO2 Me, Cl SO2 Me, then 10 equivalent, 10 equivalent. After that triethylamine, ET thrice and triethylamine, which was also taken 10 equivalent. Then solvent used as a THF tetrahydrofuran, temperature kept at minus 78 degree centigrade, changes to minus 25 degree centigrade, not minus, up to the room temperature, it means 25 degree centigrade, and this reaction mixture was stirred near about 20 minutes, near about 20 minutes this was there. And now next E reagent which we added here or we used in this reaction is this one. E reagent is nothing but as a PPTS, which was taken as a 1.0 equivalent, and then methanol, MEOH, methanol 25 degree centigrade. This reaction was stirred for 6 hours and the percentage of yield obtained 90% yield for the 3 steps. For the 3 steps, for the 3 TH, for the 3 steps. And now after that we added the reagent F, the reagent and the condition used over here, PHI OAC twice, which was taken near about 2.0 equivalent, and after that tempo, TMPO, tempo, which was 1.0 equivalent, and the reagent, the solvent used were CH2Cl2 and temperature kept 25 degree centigrade, and this reaction was stirred for 16 hours and the overall percentage of yield was obtained 90%. Then Then the reagent number 9 GFG reagents are SMI2, SMI2 which was useful is taken at 0.1 mole in THF, tetrahydrofuran 5.0 equivalent, then HMPA hexamethyl phosphoramide 15 equivalent, then THF again used as a solvent, THF, and after that temperature is kept 25 degree centigrade, 0.5 hours, and yield is obtained, very less yield, 33%. And the last reagent which was used as H reagent, the reagent is acetic anhydride AC2O, that is a 10 equivalent, then 4-DMP, 4-DMAP which was used 1.0 equivalent, and then there will be triethylamine which was used 10 equivalent once again, then solvent CH2Cl2, and this reaction stored for 5 hours and the yield is obtained 92% yield, which was protecting, and therefore very high yielding product is obtained here. So, preparation of required cyclization precursors plus minus 12, then proceeded along a path involving temporary silylation TeSCl, imidazole, methyl carbonate formation, KHMDS, Cl SO2Me, Et thrice N, desilylation, methanol PPTS 90% yield for the 3 steps, and oxidation with PHIOAC twice, tempo 90% yield. And gratifying reaction of carbonate aldehyde plus minus 12 with SMI2 in the THF at 25 degrees centigrade in the presence of HMPA proceeded as planned, presumably through ketyl radical 21 and anion carbonate 22, which we have seen in the scheme number 5. Sequential single electron transfer reaction to furnish polycyclic system plus minus 11 in 33% yield as a single diastereoisomer possessing the correct relative C10 C28 stereochemistry, support for the desired C10 C28 configuration within plus minus 11 was provided from NOE studies with the corresponding acetated derivative plus minus 23 AC2O 4-DMP 92% yield. H10 H27 C driving in scheme 5 and the relatively small coupling constant between H10X and H28 equatorial was found. J is equal to H10 28 is equal to 1.8 hertz. Pleasantly, this coupling constant matched precisely that reported for natural Vanusul B. With these encouraging preliminary results, they proceeded to apply the developed synthetic technologies to the real task that of synthesizing the one reported Vanusul big structure 2. So, that are the things we have seen so far over here. In our next lecture, we are going to discuss somewhat about the retrosynthetic analysis of Vanusul B in actual sense. So, I think with this, let us stop today here. Thank you. Have a nice day.